Okay, just a moment. Um Checking. Oops. Just a moment. Oops. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's repositioning the camera. There. Okay, let's just get my laptop on so that I can see the chat. Okay, testing. One, two, three. One, two, three. Okay, good. And now it's working and without much of a delay, which is awesome. Welcome, everyone. This is Pedro Sacramento speaking, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Um, as you can see, I'm working on this particular artwork, and while I'm going to work on it, you guys are going to see how it's gonna look like. It's my first time that I actually do something like this while streaming, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get started. You can talk on the, chat on the stream, and let me know what you guys think of it. So let's get this started then. Okay, I really like this is my favorite. I always do um, traditional artwork. I prefer traditional artwork over digital because of this. Like I can, fill the paper, and it's a lot easier to draw. Also, if you guys don't know who this character might be, well, it's one of my OCs, and her name is Rackwool. So I'm going to continue to work on this, and I hope you guys enjoy because, well, I made sure that the camera would at least try to pick up as much as possible from what I'm doing. At least I made to find a solution. Last time I just didn't had the idea, but thank goodness I managed to find some way to let you all know how it looks like when it comes to my style uh, while talking to you guys. Also, spoilers alert. This is possibly going to be. It's possible. No, this kind of picture will be featuring on the comic, which is about Rackwell's origins. Hmm. Also, speaking of animations, I do want to work on animations, but unfortunately nowadays it seems that all my attempts that I want to do some animation are ending up in complete failure because well there's just so many things happening right now, and I barely have any time to work on animation, which is really sad because I really like to do those really cute stuff with MMD, and I'm trying to make sure I get something done with MMD soon because I know you guys have been asking me a lot for that, and I really appreciate it. It means that you guys enjoy my stuff. So yeah. Oh, yes, it is. Hello, Cameron, and hello, Eric. Well, yes, it is. This is what I've been working on. Strange. It seems that oh yeah, the camera is actually on upside down, which is kind of strange. Let me just fix that. Yeah. Let me fix that. Okay. I really need to take off the camera. The phone. Oops. Ouch. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Where's the camera? There you go. There. Oops. Uh, that's not what I want. There. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, this is all new to me because I'm using my phone on this, and I'm trying to get the angle. Oh, come on. There you go. There. Okay. Now I think it's working. If I place over here so that you guys can see. I'm watching my laptop so that I can see what you guys are commenting and what you guys are saying, and also check the camera because well I'm sorry for what's happening right now because well I'm just testing because this is all new to me. But at least this is much better than the last time. Okay, so thank you so much, Cameron, and welcome, Eric. I'm sorry, I was just fixing the camera here. And thank you, Cameron, for your understanding. Um, but yeah, I know you guys really love my animations. I know. I have tons of ideas that I want to try out on MMD, but right now, like I said, there, there's just so much happening right now that I barely have any time. Um, because well, that's what happens when you live with your parents. You barely have time to work on other stuff without getting interrupted at least 3 4 times a day. Okay, it seems that you guys can see what I'm doing. Awesome. That's what I like because I did. I did said to you guys that the next time you would see me drawing, I would do my best to make sure that you guys can see in real time um, what I'm doing uh, while working on this artwork. And so far, so great. It seems that you guys are watching the whole process. And from the looks of it, it seems that the camera is actually like the quality is actually kind of really awesome, which is great because that's what I like. I like to see good quality cameras when it comes to this because I don't want my stuff to be blurry. I do have my tablet, but I think my tablet is kind of without battery. Is out of battery. Plus, I don't have any equipment to hold such a large equipment. So I have to use my phone as some kind of output camera. Because the input camera, well, I already have with my laptops. And unlike what I did with my laptop, having to turn around so that you guys can see how the progress is going on with the artwork. You guys can see what's happening right at the moment that I'm currently working on. Yeah. Okay. So what can I say about this character? Well, Rackwell is a very interesting character. And why is that? Well, it's the fact that she is like, for example, she's a character. She's a character that is completely different from other characters that I've created so far. Like for example, when she was born, she didn't had any kind of superpowers or any kind of super abilities, superpowers, super abilities. She didn't had any of it. Like she was born as a normal girl, and then this happened to her. I'm not going to say more because, of course, that would be spoiling, and I don't want to spoil too much because, well, next year, hopefully, and if everything goes well, um, me, the artist, Genville, and the voice actors um, that I have will be working on both the comic and the YouTube version that will be featured on my YouTube channel. Basically, YouTube version is like uh, an animated, well, close to animated version of the comic. Basically, with sound effects and some uh, angle angle works or something like that. Anyways, uh, um, there. Okay. Um, I hope you guys are enjoying this, and as usual, feel free to comment the on the stream chat. I'll be looking at it as soon as I can. But of course, I won't be able to look at it all the time because, well, I'm drawing, so I need to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Because this is basically the critical part of the artwork. Is that, well, if I mess up with the tracing here, it's gonna be a mess up for the entire artwork. So, yeah, I need to pay extreme attention on this and be extremely cautious with the tracing because I only have one shot at this. And if I mess up, well, the artwork will be messed up too. And that would be really sad of me for me. Mm. By the way, while I'm working on this, I want to let you all know that I've been looking at tutorials about how to draw better. Um, and I kind of watched some of the tutorials from a guy that you might know because he's really well known on YouTube, which is Mega, Mikey Mega Mega, and and he does a great job with all the with all the tips and basically not just tips but all around like he gives you tips, he shows how you do stuff, but also advises you when it comes uh to be sure not to overdo with all the tips. Like all he does is just showing how he does his things with his own style. But he also gives you like very funny tips. Like for example, like he says that you can let your imagination go a bit wild, yes. Uh, but also whenever you want to draw something on YouTube, make sure it is YouTube safe. And I really enjoy how he says this, like he's saying this on natural in a natural way, and I laugh a bit because it's kind of funny. He is a very cool artist. Um, so yeah, you should definitely watch his videos and give a look around because well you might be able to learn a lot from him because he explains and teaches um, how to draw bodies, faces, expressions, and everything. Um, he's really great at that. So if you want to go, if you are into anime or manga, well, I'd recommend to watch is tutorials because that's going to help you a lot. Um, Unfortunately, I don't know if the guy. I don't think he ever does any kind of cartoon style. Um, I only saw anime and manga. I don't think he's interested um, in the Western style, which is cartoon. And I have to be honest. Cartoon does have its strong features when it comes to artworks and stuff. Um, like the best example happens to be like this 70s, 80s, and 90s. If you guys are into cartoon, then you should look at that period of time because that's considered like the golden age of of cartoon. Because back in those days, you could see a lot of cool artists who did like drawings and basically work it with multiple producers in order to create the cool cartoons that people like me or Eric um, we born it we grew up with those series with those cartoon series and and we were really lucky because at that time the artists wanted some wanted something cool for kids, for teens, and even for adults. And both the style, the plot, and everything were really really awesome. And I was lucky to grow at a really cool time. Uh, to grow up at a really cool time, and I was lucky to have a family that could actually help me out in watching those many cartoons and later on anime too. And when I mean anime that was like what like ooh like when I was a teenager because I when I was a kid I used to see a lot of cartoons. Um, and during that time, I do remember that I was really curious. And one of my favorite cartoons that would be like Gargoyle. Oh my gosh, that series is really awesome. Gargoyle from Disney. Really, really, really cool. I love the artwork style and everything. That was serious. Like back in the day where Disney was kind of hardcore on stuff. When it comes to cartoon series, and they went a bit for the hardcore part with Gargoyle. Unfortunately, it didn't went far with the series, but the artwork, the style, the plot. Oh my gosh, that was really really awesome. And I was like fascinated with all that. Of course, you may know the series because because of Disney and everything, but but I knew that because we had a Portuguese version of the Disney series, and luckily there was a Portuguese dubbed version of Gargoyle, and that was really cool. They picked up really cool voice actors, uh, close to the voice they used on the original, which is English. And well, I really had a lot of fun watching that series. Another that I love it so much and laugh it so hard when it comes to cartoons, that would be Tom and Jerry. Oh my god. Who doesn't know that cartoon series? Who doesn't know? Like every kid who watched that, it's hard for you not to laugh. And at the time, you can look at Thomas and Jerry, and they didn't have a voice at the time. Um, because the first time Tom and Jerry went on live, they had uh, uh, they had Tom with the voice of a cat, and that really wasn't really nice because no one couldn't understand, and it was like beating a real cat, which is uh sad. So they decided to switch that to Ana Barrera's voice acting with the pain and everything. Uh, I hope I hope the guy didn't had to to cause so much pain on himself. If he had pain with that, then I'm really sad for the guy. But it's thanks to his wonderful voice acting with the screams and everything that made Tom and Jerry so popular. Like there is not a single episode from Tom and Jerry that you can't hold your laughter. You can't. There are multiple hilarious moments back in the day when, for example, one of the funniest things was a dynamite, um, which was super large, and I thought like, oh my gosh, it's going to destroy the warehouse, and then the dynamite kind of shrunk into tiny version of the dynamite, and then he picked up the dynamite, laugh at it because it was kind of cute and tiny, and at that time, boom! Like the dynamite exploded right on his face, and and there's no way you can't stop laughing at that. Like it was so hilarious. So yeah, if anyone knows this kind of cartoons, well, yes, it gives people like showing that the Western style of art um, has their own strengths as well. And one of the coolest cartoons that I really loved back in the 90s. I think it was 90s because I do remember I was a kid and watched that cartoon series. Biker Mice from Mars. Ooh, that was really awesome. those series were really really cool. Okay, so let's go for the stream chat to see how everyone is is doing. Okay, let's see here. Mhm. Well, looks like the artwork is looking really cool. The lighting and everything is really awesome. I can definitely see that you guys are seeing it correctly. Yep, really awesome. And welcome everyone. Um, feel free to chat on the stream chat because I can always be there and reply to any comment that you guys throw there. Okay. Um. So let's see here. Yes, true, Cameron. Raquel was kind of yes, she was taken. Well, she was kidnapped, basically, and this is actually a picture that kind of features that really dark time from Raquel. I kind of feel bad for her, but it stinks to this that she became a heroine later on, even if she was meant to be a destructive force. And I hope that you guys once you see the comic um, available on both Patreon because that's where the link will be once the comic is done. And YouTube will basically have a video version of the comic, which will have voice acting and voice acting and sound effect. Also, if you guys are interested in for example, if you have some kind of experience when it comes to voice acting, and if you're interested in voice acting, some characters from my from my comic project, then let me know on the comments below or on the stream chat while the stream is on, and I'll get into contact with you all because I really like to see what would fit better for the characters that will be featured on the comic, because we're not talking about, for example, we're not only talking about Raquel, we're talking about other characters which do have something in common with Raquel, and that something in common is that they all have a purpose, and that purpose, that goal they have, happens to be the same, and you know That there's an old saying in English that says, "United we stand, divided we fall," and that's basically what's that saying is basically what's going to happen here. Like Rockwell knows that if she wants to make things better for her and those around her, she's going to need help because she can't stand alone, even with the power that she has. Hmm. Ah, boy, Cameron, you really like. I know you really like Miku. I know you're not the only one. You're not the only one. But boy, do you talk a lot about Miku? Sheesh, you really, you really, really like her. It's cool though. It shows that you really appreciate one of the very famous characters that the creators of Miku Miku Dance created, and well, they always appreciate that. They always appreciate the love for any character that they create, especially the Japanese. I mean, geez, the Japanese are really, really, they're really like they are kind of in a funny way crazy because but that kind of crazy I like it because it's funny. Like some of the stuff that they do in their country hardly do get to get into Europe at all. Like for example, one of the things that I was really surprised of is what they did with the characters of Miku Miku Dance, which they made a concert with the characters like you were watching the band playing and you were watching the models singing. That was awesome. To think that the Japanese would come up with such cool stuff. And I actually kind of felt like it was funny in a way. Okay. Hmm. So far so great. Okay, let's go for the. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. Let me just there. That would help. That helps. Okay. Let's see here. Mm. Okay, I really need to switch. No, actually, switch. I was switching. Well, okay, there. The camera is focused. Oops, there. Okay, so let's see here. Sure, Cameron, you can ask. I mean, I don't mind at all. Although I won't be able to answer all the questions about that until the first episode shows up on January if everything goes well, and I'm hoping for that. I have the voice actors already working on some lines that I place it. I can tell you that next year I'm going to start working on the what 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 was I saying? What were I saying? The anyways, I mean, next month I'm going to work on I'm going to work on the plot for the first chapter. Um, it's easy for me to work on that because I have everything planned already in mind. Everything is set on motion. Um, I just hope that the artist who's going to help me out with the comic doesn't get sick from the disease. You know. Let's see here. What do you think? Could... Okay, a collab with me at some point. Well, I don't know what kind of collab would be Cameron, but go ahead. You can tell me what what you plan to do, and then I'll let I'll let you know as soon as possible. Also, if you guys think that all my OCs are sweet and gentle and everything, well, I'm I'm sad to tell you, but not all my characters are that sweet. I do have some pretty nasty villains, and the one that will be featured on the comic is one of the darkest and maniacal villains that I've ever created. And that I can say, like, in a safe way without spoiling too much. Because if I spoil, then all the fun of, the surprise and everything will be just wasted. And that's not what I want. Something like this. There you go. So far, so great. So far, so great. Oh, and before I forget, I would like to say that I've been watching the news and everything, and all I want to tell you guys is that I wish best luck for everybody in the world, and that's all I can say. Best of health and best of luck. We all are going to need that. There you go. So far, so great. So far, so great. Okay, now where's the camera? There. Okay, let's turn around like this. Okay, that should make sure to be a little more easier for you guys to see. Um, so yeah, but with all honesty, I really wish the best for you all around the world because we should stay together and hold for better times to come and wish for better times to come, and that's what I try to do every day, um because I don't want to be drawn into despair or into huge amount of sadness because, well, that won't help at all. So I try to cheer you up with either artworks or messages or even animation because that's what I like to do. I like to do stuff for fun and also to bring everybody a smile. So yeah, for the people out there in the world, a big hug, a big kiss, and as usual, stay safe, boys and girls. Stay safe. Because I know that the best times are going to show up sooner or later, and you know you should hold to that hope because all these dark times, they come and go, they never stay, and like happiness, because true happiness always stays with you. And here I go again with the philosophical talk law. Sorry about that, guys, but yeah, I like to say this kind of stuff because I want you all to, you know, to feel that not all hope in the world is lost. So yeah, basically, cheer up the world. Okay, I'm just going to turn turn around the paper because well, I need to work on some angles here and there, and with the curves too. Okay, so I wonder what I've looked at some comments that people have been throwing on multiple videos that I posted on my YouTube channel, and one of those comments kind of asked me to redo my old animations. Well, that would be kind of cool. Um, don't know if you guys want to see that, but if you want to, let me know on the comments or on the comments below or on the stream chat, and I'll do my best to get myself ready uh, with all the animations that I have in mind, so that you guys can have some fun. I'm actually kind of amazed to see that the quality in here is actually really cool. The quality of my phone's camera is really high, and that's really great. I'm also using my had my headset with the microphone because the microphone with my phone is not really good. My phone's microphone is not really good, so I need to work with the one I have in my already with me. like there is one music that I really like, and the lyrics, it basically says that everything will be all right, and it's true. Everything will be all right. We know that sooner or later everything will be all right, and until that time comes, we should never give up on hope. And even if that time does comes, you should always keep your hope, because we know that hard times like these, they're always going to happen. And the sooner we realize that, the better it will be for us, because that will make us better in some way, because we will be able to enjoy the good times much better. Also, welcome, Rob. Oh, really? You're watching this on your TV? That's awesome! Wow, amazing! I never thought that. Whoa, amazing! Well, that is really cool. That is really cool. If you guys want to watch this on TV, that is really really awesome. It's like I have my own channel on TV. Oh God, that is really funny. Um, I'm sorry if you guys can't see um the artwork properly, but that's because I'm still working on it. But I'll let you guys see again, um, in a better angles, so that you guys can comment and give your opinion about it. Also, if you have any questions about the artwork that I'm working on, feel free to ask, because I'll try my best to reply, and to reply as soon as possible, because this is the true purpose of my stream, is that you guys enjoy what I'm doing to the fullest. What would it be called? Your tea. Your tea what? Like what would it be called? Uh I don't know Oh man. That is a really cool question. A really nice question, because, well, I don't know for sure. It's actually kind of sudden. But I don't know. But if you guys have any ideas uh that, like, if you guys have any kind of cables on that can attach your computer to your TV and watch the the stream on TV, like it was a TV show. If you guys have any ideas for how it would be called, well, you can say it on the stream um, chat, or on the comments down below after the stream is over. Because, well, that would be really really awesome. Because, like, for example, if you guys want to know how it looks like to work with MMD, how it looks like to work with you know traditional artworks, you guys can let me know. uh oh my gosh, that is really awesome. I didn't know about that, Rob. That's really cool. So that's how you managed to get the TV show. The TV show. Yeah. Uh, but actually, that is kind of cool because in a way, I'll be working on stuff. Unfortunately, I my laptop kind of lags whenever I work on MMD uh, in a stream because, well, my laptop is not powerful enough to hold on for long period of time with the stream when it comes to both using YouTube and using MMT because of graphics and everything. Three, like one of my friends said, 3D graphics can really run heavily on a laptop because it's not as powerful as a desktop. Also, welcome, Alex. Is that you? I'm sorry. I'm not paying much of attention to the stream, but I think you're. Yes, it's you. Welcome, Alex. I hope you're okay. Uh, oh gosh, I forgot. I forgot. I said that I was going to talk to you today. Oh man, sorry about that, Alex. But don't worry, I'm going to do that. Although I want to work a bit more on the artwork, but once the stream is over, I'll let you know on Discord. But I hope you and everybody is okay. Anyways, ooh, weird. It seems that my pencil decided to not decided to take a break. Well, that's not pretty. Well, let me just see if my pencil can. Oh, ah, there you go. Okay. Welcome, Rob. Well, I didn't know about that. Wait. Oh, you're the. Oh, you're the same. All right. That's actually kind of cool. Didn't know you had two channels. But anyways, what do you guys think about, for example, that TV show idea? What do you guys think? Should I go for that? Like you guys, if you have possibility um to use some kind of device like um Xbox or PlayStation or even having a cable attached to your desktop to your uh, to your laptop and connect it to your TV. I mean, it would be kind of cool. That is really a cool idea. And you guys can watch how I do stuff, and of course, listening to some very useful tips as I work on this. For example, one of the things that I learned a lot when it comes to artworks is that you need to first of all know what kind of artwork you want to try out. Like if it's character design or perspective. When it comes to this, well, it's a perspective, as you guys can see. And one of the things that I do, and one of the things that Mikey Mega does is that he always starts with the guiding lines, which are basically the lines of here, uh, which helps me to work on perspective. For example, this perspective you can see here, it's an it's a perspective that comes from the top and goes uh, down to the bottom. Of course, I decided to look like this because I want to emphasize the size of the character. And we're talking about like how big is she here? Well, uh, you know, she would be like what 50 feet tall, which is huge. We're talking about a girl that can actually like simply grab a guy or a girl as if it was a doll, and and that's basically how big is she in this artwork. So yeah, kinda is a size that you guys know so well because it's kind of famous for the for that movie, which is the attack of the 50-foot tall woman. Although like I said, I'm not into that type of revenge type girls that uses size to get dominate and everything. I'm not like into that, but not into that much because, well, it's not one of my favorites. But even so, I still have some characters, female characters that might go into that, especially the villain. Yes, Cameron. Oh man, your reaction was kind of epic. Oh man, that was one of the best reactions that I've ever seen so far. Okay, looks like the pan is still acting up yet again. Come on, don't die on me now. Don't die on me now. Oh, well. Oh my God, I thought. Ah, man, I thought that the pencil the pencil had died, but thankfully it didn't. Need to be extremely careful not to let the ink dry. One very useful tip for everybody that goes for artworks, traditional artworks especially. And what is that tip? Well, simple. Whenever you stop drawing, make sure that your tracer is like the tip of the tracer is sealed, because if you let it be on like like this, if you let it be like this for a long time, the ink is going to dry and you won't be able to draw it at all. And that is really bad because if you don't have any other uh, tracer like this, then you'll end up like wasting money because of something uh, that you can prevent. So yeah. So basically, whenever you stop using the tracer, uh, just do this, and with that, the ink is not going to get dry from the tip of your tracer. So yeah. Um. Okay, let me just show you guys again how it looks like so far, and then looking into the stream chat once more. Okay, there you go. Now it looks much better for you guys to see. There. Okay, so let's see here. The expression I made was because of what you were talking about, the capabilities that. Um. Well, yes. I mean, let's not. Let's be serious. Rackle at this size, he's kinda of nearly unstoppable force. Like, if a human doesn't have a big weapon to stop her, like she is basically like what? Like, uh, have you heard about how bulls are when they come on a on a furious rage, um, uh, like horn attack, like when they come at you. If one bull is bad enough, then basically the power of Rockwell's step, even a normal step at this size, is equivalent to what, like 10 bulls, 20 bulls running at you, and that is really, really, really scary because like without having an advantage on top, she's basically unstoppable. Because well, you wouldn't attack her legs because well, that's basically uh, the strongest part that she has. You would attack the like for example the eyes and everything. If she was a villain, if she was like a terrifying villain. Um, but yeah, I learned that from watching videos talking about how would humans battle against giants. Well, of course, with swords, I mean, it's just like it's not gonna work. We're not talking about, for example, if you look at this, the scientist here is like a human. Have you seen how small this guy is? I mean, geez. I'm going to show you right here. This is how small he is, and the guy could be like what, a bit close to like what, 6 feet. So yeah, it is actually kind of well, maybe a little shorter than 6 feet. But even so, like Rockwell already towers a human-sized um, person immensely at just 50 feet tall. So yeah, like if you go with a sword against someone this huge, you have to basically be able to be on what on high level in order to have an advantage. Otherwise, you're dead. You're dead, man. You're dead. Um, and well, that's actually kind of cool, Rob. I'm kind of smaller, shorter than that. Not too short, but just a bit. Like 5'7" which could possibly be this guy around here. But yeah, one of the things that I really like it when it comes to, for example, when you want to battle giants, you have to like you have to think first of all how big the character is. Like for example, um, in Middle Ages, the giants would be like what, like at maximum 3 times the size of a person, and that for a normal person in medieval ages, that would be already like towering, and and that could already represent a problem for the warrior. Another thing that I actually found interesting on YouTube is that whenever you want to fight a giant, you you could you should have at least a chance when it comes to agility, because most of the time giants are kind of slow um, on their reactions, except that except if the giant has some kind of ability that can make his or her movements faster. Uh, but the general is like, since they're too big, their movements are kind of slow. And with that in mind, having an armor and battling a giant with an armor, you're probably dead, because you're basically making your own funeral. You won't go with an armor against a giant because you need your agility. You need your feet to be free from any kind of leather, um, or any kind of um, heavy weight that would prevent your legs to be agile. Because when it comes to giants, you have to be agile, and you have uh, to dodge quickly to any attack that the giant would try against you. Although we're talking about like giants that are like at least 2 to 3 times the size of a person. But when it comes to Rackwell here, like it's suicide. You 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 can't go against someone this huge like on the ground. It's impossible because First of all, the arrows aren't going to hurt her, especially around this area. Why? Because she's just too huge. And she would basically use her height to basically make herself invincible when it comes to the legs, because that's where the strongest parts are, and where the greatest danger is. The greatest danger happens to be. So if you want to battle someone that is so huge, you have to go for the head. You have to go for the head. You have to go for the eyes. If the giant is evil, you have to go for the eyes. Why? Because without the sight, the possibility of watching where their target might be, um, it gives you the element of surprise, and that can be the giant's undoing. Um, but the problem is that you first would have to go like really close in order to get that chance. Like you would have to crawl up the giant in a way that, well, that you could actually gain an upper hand, like how Kratos did with Cronus. Like Cronus, if you look at it, Cronus is not 50 feet tall. He's much larger than that, and you could see that at the beginning of the boss battle, you look at Kratos, and he's basically like he doesn't stand a chance, um, like on the ground. He has to go higher, and he doesn't take like he doesn't have the power to take down a titan that large, like it was a piece of cake or a walk in the park. He had to basically go around the entire body in order to find a weak spot. And then, once he would find the weak spot of Kronos, he would use that to his own advantage and bring Doomsday to the Titan. So basically, that's the same thing for any kind of warrior who wants to take down large large giants like that one. And looks like my pencil is dying again. I think he died already. I think it died already. So let's go for another pencil. Let's hope I do have one over here. Hmm. Indeed. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so this one is working properly. So let's get this done. So yeah, for example, when it comes to someone this large, and we're talking about medieval style, because well, nowadays we have enough, we have powerful weapons that can take down giants that are basically as tall as Ragdoll here. For example, we have the rocket launchers. It is kind of interesting, but rocket launcher launchers can actually take down giants just as big as Ragdoll is, and the fastest way to take down a giant is basically the eyes. If you target the eyes and leave the giant blind, it's just a first step for their own demise. Because I mean, most of the giants only use the eyes to to guide. They don't they don't use the smell or the ears to know where their targets might be. Um, and that is an advantage that humans do have, is because they can be smarter. After all, we have huge examples of that, like for example, Ulysses, a Greek hero, managed to kill a Cyclops, and we're not talking about we're not talking about a guy who is kind of clever. Cyclops are kind of dumb, and if you take down their one eye, um, it's easy pickings. Um, I didn't. I'm sorry, Cameron, but can you type down again, please? I'm really sorry. Also, yeah, rip the pencil. Welcome, Rob. Oh, are you the same as Rob Extra, or I'm sorry, I don't, I don't know if you're the same person. Also, it's kind of interesting facts. Hmm. Oh, okay. Whoa, I didn't know that you had so many. What do you think it would be? Let's see here. And also about that collab. Oh, uh, gosh, accident on the camera. Whoops. Sorry about that. Well, I already watched the collab request, Cameron, and I can tell you that well, it is kind of interesting, but I really need to, you know, maybe we should. I don't know if you have any kind of way to do that on private. Like, do you have any kind of Yeah, that was really oops. Oh no, no! Rip the camera. No, my God, if my phone would die right now, that would be so bad for the stream. No, that would be the worst case scenario when it comes to the streaming. I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. Okay, guys, just a moment. I really need to get some kind of pillow because my chair is kind of hurting my butt. So I'll be right back and picking up some some pillow because it's going to take a while. Oh, please, guys, really? Just because oh man, Uh, just because I had the bit of accident, you guys are just saying that my camera just got out. That would be. Oh man, that's really mean, guys. That's really mean. That's really mean. I don't want that, man. Yeah, yeah. Fortunately, it is kind of common because it seems that flies have been around here for quite a while because of heat and and because my room is kind of warm. They do they do swarm uh, my bedroom, which is really not good. But nevertheless, it is kind of funny because I really like um, how animators do try to make these kind of battles between men and giants, and how they show that men are capable of uh, of defeating beings that are many times larger than humans, and the simple fact is because humans do have the power of creativity. Like they can solve uh, puzzles. Like battling a giant is like solving a puzzle. You have to complete the puzzle, and in order to complete the puzzle, you have to play smart. And that's the same thing when it comes to battling a giant. You have to play smart. You have to know um, where to start and uh, where you should go. And another thing is that, for example, um, I've seen a lot of artworks showing how giants uh, kind of look like invincible and everything. But the truth is, the bigger the giant is, the harder they fall. Because um, for example, giants that are really large won't be able to notice the humans down below, and that could bring the humans to do the element of surprise. That is really cool because I've seen a lot of cool cool games and even animated series showing how these huge monsters and everything um, kind of feels like they are invincible with size and power, and they ended up being defeated by someone that is incredibly tiny. And so is true with nature because, well, you see, uh, not all the times those that are the largest can be the deadliest. Sometimes it's the tiniest of creatures that can be the deadliest. Another good example of this is one spider that really made me fear the most and made me create one OC, which is a giant spider, based on my fear of spiders, which is arachnophobia, which is a fear of spiders. That's one of my fears. And the reason why I do fear them is because I learned that some of the small spiders can be poisoned, like really dangerously poisoned. And one of those happens to be the Black Widow. Like, whoa, it's really scary. The spider is tiny compared to a human. It is incredibly tiny, but has one of the deadliest poisons on Earth, and it's much deadlier than a scorpion poison. They actually did something that, well, I don't find it like very. Um, I don't find it very. How to say this? Fair to let animals battling one another as if they were gladiators, like people forcing animals to battle one another as if they were gladiators. And they did that with a scorpion and a spider. Um, and guess what? The spider was Black Widow. And who won the fight? Well, none, basically. The scorpion died first. Uh, because the Black Widow poison was much deadlier, and and basically killed the scorpion much faster. But since the spider was kind of the spider was bitten by the scorpion sting, um, it died short after because the scorpion poison is also deadly, but it doesn't kill as fast as the black widow spider does. So yeah, be extremely careful with certain certain spiders because they can be decided they can be easily distinguished between one another because of the capsule. How to say this? I say the capsule because that's what they have where they have the poison in store. It's not on their mouth. It's on uh, their belly, like basically. That's where the poison resides, which goes to the mouth, but it only goes for the mouth, uh, like what, a portion of the poison, which is one of the things that is kind of interesting is that, for example, black widows are not like they can be deadly, yes, but they are like harmless to people. For example, they don't attack humans unless they are provoked, unless they um unless they feel like they're in threat. Other than that, they're just going to walk around. They don't even confront uh, a person or a human. They just walk past through. Um, Unlike other spiders, and I was kind of surprised with a very large Australian spider, and the owner of the house grab a camera and film it that huge spider, which is called a huntsman, Australian huntsman spider. That is massive. I never thought that such huge spider existed. Just by the look of it, it scares the like it scares the crap out of people. Like it made me fear for the life of the owner um, of that house because well we're we're talking about we're talking basically a spider that is larger than my hand. The Australian huntsman spider is larger than my hand. And if I have the ruler right here, I can just tell you just how large my. Oops, there goes the camera once more. Reap the camera. I think that would be like the meme for my streams. Reap the camera. Sorry about that. Okay, so like what? Uh, okay, so my hand is like 15 point 6 centimeters. If we're going that for inches, then hey, it's much more. The number is much more than that. But it's possible that the spider is a bit larger than my hand, like around what from the look of the camera, from how far the spider was, it could have been like around 17, 18 centimeters. So that is a terrifying. That is like the type of spiders that can only exist on nightmares. That is really, really creepy. Also, let's see here. Yes, but welcome, Rob, and I have to say, welcome again, Rob, and I have to say that uh, no, I never heard of such spider, to be honest, must be a large one because of having the name Goliath. Basically, when it comes to Goliath, we think about the giant name, the ancient giant named Goliath that was killed by David. But that's basically because Goliath was really really big, was a giant of a man, and ever since the name Goliath meant meant for anything, person um, or animal that is considered large. Let me try this pen again. If I can actually do something about it. Oh, looks like it still has some ink. So I'm glad that the pen is still working. Good. But yeah, what do you guys think of? Whew, okay, that is whoa, whoa, that is massive. One, I mean, whoa, a spider that is already like the size of a human skull. He's pretty big, but a spider that can be 1.5. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man. That is huge. That is so large. But I've never heard of it, so I don't think it's who. Well, damn females. I know that in the animal kingdom, sometimes the females do happen to be like twice the size, if not larger, than the males. It is supposed to. It is telling. There are some kind of stories, like for example, like the mantis, the praying mantis. Um, it is kind of interesting because the males are the ones who fight, not the females, and it's the females who kind of end up like killing the males in order to have to breed, and that is kind of eerie because basically the male's life ends at the basically at the jaws of the females when it comes to praying mantis. Oh well, animal kingdom is kind of weird, so yeah, that's our world. Our world is weird. But anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying what I'm drawing right here, and I'll try my best to share with you all how it looks like in just a moment. Um, it's kind of interesting how we went from giants to spiders. That is kind of, but yeah, that was kind of awkward of my part. Like seriously, man, why did you had to speak about spiders? Anyways, oh yeah, rip the camera down. There. Let's change the let's change the subject. So so what do you guys think? Should this be like what? Some kind of TV show? Like you guys watching a TV and you're watching the stream that I'm doing? That is actually kind of funny. Like you guys could be watching this and you know, whenever you don't want to listen to the same old news and you want to learn something, well, you can just let me know on the excuse me, on the stream chat or on the comments down below. and I'll do my best to answer to your replies about this. Well, it's actually kind of a cool idea, in my opinion, because it would allow you guys to watch the stream much better than small than on small cameras like on small screens like tablets uh, or desktops no, or laptops or even tablets. Plus, it could always be entertaining. Okay, so let's see here. Wow, it's already 9 p.m. here. Wow, I better get myself ready with some work here because I have other things to do, like chatting with some friends. Because I already asked it one of my friends, which is Alex. He's currently watching the stream, and he wants me to go on Discord and continue our chat there because well, I already told him that I would be there today. So yeah, after the stream, I'm going to have a moment um, with him. Um, I really like chatting with people. It's always great because it gives you a lot of experience. Like you'll be able to to learn more uh, about stuff that other people experienced it in the past, and you can use that to your own advantage. Of course, in a safe way. Don't take don't take my advice to the letter. Of course. Yes, it would be awesome to actually for you guys to watch on TV and everything. But oh, I prefer you doing that with my YouTube channel than to actually go for someone who would you know for some kind of television channel because whenever you want to do something like that you have to pay some really really big cash. So yeah, I don't have that kind of money. I'm not a rich person, and I'm glad I'm not a rich person. I prefer to be who I am than to be something that I'm not. But that's my honest opinion. I understand and respect those who think different from me, because that's basically what freedom is all about. It's about having, like, you're not forced to accept whoever whatever they someone is saying. Like, you're free to follow. You're free to do basically what you think it's best, without being forced to do something. Of course, but of course, when it comes to freedom, you have also the responsibility. Um, and that responsibility starts when you become like what, like 18 years old, if not younger than that. In my country, it's 18 years old. For example, uh, I do take responsibilities for doing streams and everything. I do have responsibility uh, to watch over my channel, um, and to, of course, um, have some fun with you guys, because that's the sole purpose of my channel, is for you guys to enjoy all the stuff that Rob, that was so funny. Mula babe. That is really funny. That is really, really funny. But yeah, I mean, I do take responsibilities for that, for what I'm doing. That's why whenever I do these streams, I always make sure to respect my parents' privacy, because, well, of course, if you disrespect privacy, then the privacy of someone, then you're not following the responsibility of freedom, because, of course, freedom doesn't have rules. You don't That's something that I learned, is that freedom doesn't have rules. It has responsibilities. And it's with those responsibilities that makes your freedom better or worse for you and for others. And here I go again with the philosophical talk. Oh, gosh, I need to stop being like this. I kind of feel like an old man, giving tips, like saying, "Don't forget, son, always eat your vitamins." Okay, so one of the things that I really like when it comes to black and white artworks, which is basically the type of artworks that you guys have seen so far when it comes to, comics, manga style especially, is because you can there are multiple ways of you to work with shades for hair, and more than excuse me, and more than just the hair. Um, and there isn't just one type of style to do shading. there's a lot of styles, and that's great because you can always pick up what better suits you. Okay, let me just give a little over here for the eye. There you go. And now to continue with the hair. Also, I want to let you know, Rob, that I really enjoyed the reaction that you have done for my animations. I really want to thank you for that. You guys should really watch the reactions he did um, for my animations so far, and I really had a lot of funny. I had a good time with his reaction. Um, it is really funny. He does a great job with that, and I hope you guys see his videos and support him because he deserves it. Also, make sure to check out, for example, Cameron's channel because he actually has some really interesting videos there, and it's always nice to bring a smile for anyone who is into trains and and such. So yeah, make sure to watch over them because to watch them their videos and support their channel because they really do a great job with that. Um, Shrew. I need to know. I need to translate that. I don't know who what a shrew is. I need to. I really need to start learning some words in English and to know what they mean in Portuguese. That's what happens when you don't have English as your mother language. And where is my? I think I missed it. Never mind. Okay, let me just get. Mm, okay, I think that will do the trick. Just to move a little So to the left, a little more to the left. There. Okay. Okay, so let's see what a shrew is. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's tiny and cute. Oh, I really like them. Oh. Oh, that's nice, Rob. They are so adorable. Oh, oh man, they are really cute. Um, Also, when it comes to animals and pets and everything, don't forget that one of the pets that you should never have in your house is, is or no, not is, are rats. That is something kind of strange. I've watched people having rats, even those kind of house rats, kind of like Jerry from Tom and Jerry. Um, it may look like cute. Those rats may look like cute and all, but don't forget that rats are like they're responsible for a lot of diseases that nowadays um, are really hard to cure. So yeah, for anyone who has rats as pets, uh, make sure they don't have any kind of flies. For those who don't have rats as pets, well, I just hope you guys don't think about buying one because well, like with the risk of for example of your rat to get a disease from flies or even mosquitoes. Be careful with that, man. Be careful. Okay, so this is going so well, and so far so great. I really I really am enjoying myself, and and it looks like my character is looking better, um, bit by bit, which is really nice. One of the things that when it comes to artworks that you could use is, for example, when it comes to uh, dark artworks, like artworks that can be like for example, like this one. You can always make it look dark by doing this. Like if you look at manga, most of the dark uh, episodes of comics do happen to be like this. They use black, white, and gray to to make those really dark um, aspects when it comes to um to suspense, to drama, uh, episodes that some comics can have, and even on animated uh, series, there are some that are kind of like they use a lot of those colors, especially red. Um, red is um, not red. It's not the right color. What is it? Scarlet. There you go. They use scarlet because it gives the sensation of dark evil, you know. And when it comes to black and white, and if you have a red uh, a red color as background, you can give the scenario, the color of the scenario, um, to look much darker than if you ever try to go with full color. There are some stuff that really can help when it comes to that. After all, we we see that from movies that use terror or horror. They use a lot of that. Like they use a lot of black and white, and when it comes to really bloody scenes, they use red. And I'm not talking about, for example, I'm not talking about live action movies. I'm talking about animated series because I'm doing something that is considered anime. Yep. All right. Let me just use the ruler on this one because I really need to make that line straight. I just hope I don't mess up with the line. Yo. Have you ever seen those? If you guys have seen like futuristic movies, have you guys ever seen those kind of digital grounds, like those uh, digital roads, which are like basically it shows um the ground below because it's like I said, digital. Well, that's the same for this one. It shows what's below the ground. It's like a digital bridge, although solid. Mm, I also need to work around here. The line is supposed to be around here somewhere. There you go. Let's let's make it a bit better. Seriously, I hope I can get a better chair next time. Even with the pillow, it's like I'm sitting in a rock. Oof. Oh, and camera down. Rip the camera once more. That is actually, like I said, it can be my meme. Rip the camera. Of course, not taking it like literally because of course I care much about my phone. I don't want to actually rip its camera. Indeed. Yeah, that's what happens when you have your headset attached to the phone because once again, my phone's microphone is not the best. So I use my headset for that to compensate for that loss. I mean, when it comes to streams, that is. But when it comes to phone calls, it works just fine. There you go. Since Raquel's hair is dark green, when it comes to black and white, dark green is a bit like this. It kind of will be, it will look like uh, not complete dark, but it will be close to that. Okay, so let me just get this bit done. Like so. This one is supposed to be around here. You're supposed to be. Oh, don't don't get knocked out. There. As you can see, with the pattern that I'm working on Rockwell's hair, um, those stripes that I'm using for uh, shading the hair with the tracer. It's just to give texture to the hair, and that is really cool. Like it gives a whole new look. When you want to draw black and white, you can actually go for this type, but there are other types, uh, other styles. I I most of the time use this one. Well, when it comes to the tracer, without the tracer, I basically use a soft shader with the pencil. And well, just fixing some parts here and there. And well, that's it for today. And that's how it looks right now, ladies and gentlemen. Just a moment. Just there you go. Yep, that's how it looks right now, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, I end my streaming. Hope you guys have enjoyed this, and it's possibly that I'll be able to work on this artwork again with a stream like this, possibly tomorrow if I do get enough time to work on it. Um, Thank you so much for watching this, and until then, peace, and of course, take care. Okay, guys. See ya. Oh, oh, oh man.